All right, next we're gonna talk about how to properly do a box jump, okay? A lot of times I see people when they're doing box jumps, they're trying to jump as high as they possibly can. And when they're coming up to the top, they're not necessarily jumping up there because they're getting their knees up as high as they can to get to that spot. So I'm doing box jumps with you guys, not to focus on hip mobility. I don't care how low you can squat to get your feet up. I'm thinking about power into the ground, all right? So for me, box jump is more of a simpler exercise than like a squat jump on the ground, okay? And the reason for that is if I'm jumping on this 30-inch box, right? If I jump up, all that landing force of me going up is kind of absorbed by that box, right? So versus if I'm over here and I'm jumping 30 inches, which I can't do. If I'm jumping 30 inches up in the air, and then all that force of me coming back down has to absorb into my legs on the ground, okay? So this is more of what we call concentric movement, just the power up, not focusing as much on the landing, we're just getting up into that box. So ideally, we're at the highest box that you can get with landing above that 90-degree mark. So you want your hips up above that position, okay? Anything below that, below the knee depth, it's probably a little bit too high of a box for you, okay? That's a good goal eventually to kind of get to those higher boxes, but there's no need to go up if you're you know, catching it with a super deep squat. So I'll show you a couple reps here, show you what I'm talking about. Actually, one more thing. Again, we're focusing on power on this, okay? So don't go down and pause at the bottom. Don't do a slow down. I want you thinking about arms down, quick load in the ground, come back up, okay? Think about your muscles like a rubber band. You want to force into it and snap it and let it go, okay? Again, that force is going down quick into the ground, throwing down my arms. I'm not going to do a super deep squat. I'm just trying to get a good stretch in those leg muscles and then pop off the ground, float in the air for a bit. Nice soft landing above 90 degrees with a squat depth.